Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special primetime edition of Trojan City Limits. I am your host, Dr. John, and I could not be more thrilled to be with tonight's musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be, stand up and give it up for Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes!
The only one who feels cheated. You're not the only one left spin. You got the new life you've always wanted, but you want more, all what you can get. Actions speak louder, more than words I said. So I'll eat the crow that you're serving. The last time I've read, chasing one out of bed, living in your head, leaving a trail, tears and wreckage left me. Now long since licked my wounds, with my head held high. And these scars are a strong reminder of weaker times. An accident from fire, and I saw taking blame. I should've known no one wants better than to dance in the devil's flame. Chasing living in your head, leaving a trail of tears and wreckage left me. Sitting on your stool, preaching your pretentious blues, like you're the only one that feels the way you do. Trojan City Limits. How you guys doing? Right on. We're Mark Cantwil, the Punch Drunk Heroes. So happy to be here tonight with you guys. So doing some tunes from all four albums, the first three and the one coming out this spring. Let's do one called We're All Alright. This is the latest single we have out right now. And yeah, let's go, boys. Crazy where I come from. pill popping junkies to a smoking gun. What's done is done. Keep the closet locked up tight. You can have a lot of bones behind self-righteous man, but we're all alright. Yes, we're all alright. Don't try to break the gospel song. It's been around a long time. Yes, it's a Friday night between Sunday and Saturday night. So keep your mouth shut and be still, 'cause we're all alright. Well, the prodigal son, he's going back to town with a new haircut and a shave. He's been saved, he's been found. You know we cornered the devil in a shady past. Hallelujah, the bars return. Fill up your glass, 'cause we're all alright. Yes, we're all alright. Don't try to break the gospel song. It's been around a long time. Yes, it's a Friday night between Sunday and Saturday night. So keep your mouth shut and be still, 'cause we're all alright. Oh yeah, yeah. We're all alright. So how we doing out there, interweb land? Right on. How you doing, fellas? Feeling good? Feeling good, big hoss? Neil, you feeling good over there, brother?
Fantastic.
Right on. Steve, how you doing back there? Our resident doctor, Mr. Dr. Atkins, back there. So a big shout out to John and the whole crew for having us out. We really appreciate it. We're gonna do one off my second album. This one's called The Puppet. This is when those good times get a little too good every now and then. I woke up, pulled out a bottle of Jack. I'm through hanging around. Feels like that. He don't care anywhere. He don't care about me. Oh, he makes me angry. He makes me mean. He's the reason that you see this smoke in my eye, in a scar on my cheek. Oh, my friend, something I gotta do. It's time for me to leave, but not with you. I said I'll be a puppet no more. Your master days are over. I'm done playing your role. I said I'm gonna cut those strings. Well, it's sure been wrong, but I think it's time you leave. Well, here's more than guilty thoughts, broken promises, broken hearts, say okay. Couldn't see you here. Don't get me wrong, yeah, it was a good time. It wasn't out the wrong with you by my side. Well, I hate to admit it, you were my only friend. Oh, my friend, something I gotta do. It's time for me to leave, but not with you. I said I'll be a puppet no more. Your master days are over. I'm done playing your role. I said I'm gonna cut those strings. Well, I'm sure been wrong, but I think it's time you leave. With my friend, something I gotta do. It's time for me to leave, but not with you. Oh, I said I'll be a puppet no more. Your master days are over. I'm done playing your role. I said I'm gonna cut those strings. Well, sure been wrong, but I think it's time you leave. I said I'll be a puppet no more. Your master days are over. I'm done playing your role. I said I'm gonna cut those strings. Well, I'm sure been wrong. I think it's time you leave. Well, I'm sure been wrong. You know it's sure been wrong. Well, it's sure been wrong. I think it's time you leave. 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 The pumping, right on. So we're going to switch gears here a little bit. We're going to have the multi-talented Neil put on his acoustic here. So everybody, hope everybody's doing good out there, staying warm, staying safe. Once again, we are the Mark Hamill, the Punch Drunk Heroes. Glad to be jamming some tunes with you tonight. Doing off my first album. This one's called Black Coffee and Cigarettes. Ready, boys?
Cause her mom worked hard from everything they had. She never knew her father, only knew that Dick was gone. She would wait to her mother crying in an empty Bible ring on the floor. Yeah. Team with all few fans, she was gonna leave this town, but she fell in love, had a son, now she's paying rent on her own farmhouse. She got a job in the factory downtown, pushing out all this. Now it's punch cards, blue buildings, and picket streets for you and me. She likes to smoke, takes a talk, it's just another day of fairy tale. Oh, it's just black coffee and cigarettes. She's got a broken car and a broken smile from the past she can't forget. Oh, this life is killing her. She don't know how to live. Everything's just the same damn thing. Black coffee and cigarettes. She knows her mother, but she didn't want her life. Now she finds herself down in Melbourne's on the bar stool on the steady night. She finds love in a paperback with a glass of cheap white wine. Looking for comes in her hair right before she turns out the lights. Oh, the mornings, they are dark as hell on this side of town. She likes to smoke, takes a talk, it's just another day of the fairy tale. Oh, it's just black coffee and cigarettes. She's got a broken car and a broken smile from her past she can't forget. Oh, this life is killing her. She don't know how to live. Everything's just the same damn thing. Cigarettes. She's got a broken car and a broken smile from her past she can't forget. Oh, this life is killing her. She don't know how to live. Everything's just the same damn thing.
Black coffee and cigarettes. That's the breakfast of champions, right, John? All right.
Little chocolate donuts.
There you go. Right on. Good deal. So what we got next, boys? I think we're going to do another new one off the album we're working on. We have a new album coming out hopefully this spring, but we've been saying that the last 2.5 years, so we'll see what happens. This one's called "Pardon Me." This was a single we had out last year, and got a lot of good feedback for us. So we're happy to play this one for you tonight.
I'm hungry for life. I've slept in weeks. This newfound consciousness, it's driving me to think my eyes have never been this open, but I don't like what I see. I'll be driving through your town, my way to Winnipeg. I should be there by sundown. I could use a place to stay. It'd be so nice to see you, if that's okay. But pardon me if I make for poor company tonight. The road can weigh heavy on the mind. I apologize if the conversation's light. So I'm so tired of walking down this crowded road full of lost souls and counting broken highways. I'll watch you pretty ones light up the night. Do you still have that old Simply Red 45? Put it on, I'll pour us a couple glasses of wine. Can hold back the years, if only for a while. But pardon me if I make for poor company tonight. The road can weigh heavy on the mind. I apologize if the conversation's light. So pardon me if you don't know the man in front of you. You know I struggle to recognize him too. I love modern day food. So pardon me. To finding all the truth, or is it a curse to know the real you? So pardon me if I make for poor company tonight. The road can weigh heavy on the mind. I apologize conversations light. So pardon me if you don't know the man in front of you. You know I struggle to recognize him too. devil, so bad in me. So bad in me. So bad in me. All right. Nice job, fellas. A little part of me there for you. So we're going to do another one off the, this is going to be on the new. No, this was actually on my third album, a little EP I did with some friends up in Michigan, the Back 40 band. And this was the title track. This one's called Pride in This Name. Yeah, this is one that when my name is Cantwil, and back I was always, we spell it C-A-N-T-W-I-L, but at one point it was C-A-N-T-W-E-L-L. And I heard that my great-great-grandfather changed it back in the early 1900s. And I always romanticized that there was this big old kind of like, Hatfields and McCoy thing going on, And I later learned that he just changed it because he had tax problems and he didn't want to lose his house. So it wasn't as cool as I kind of romanticized as a kid, but I decided to kind of mix, the fairy tale and the truth, and this is the song we came up with. My father said it's time to be your man, but they don't grow tall when I'm on the land. You were born without reason or pride. There's some vinegar runs through your bloodline. Oh, good and bruised and slain. Oh, pride in this name. That's by foolish years. Religious divide among the men create civil war on my family. Oh, blood and bruised and slain. Oh, pride in this name. Self-respect, or feed it till past time for age. Well, sorry to you, but this is my name. Whoa, blood and bruised and slain. Oh, pride in this name. Yeah.
Folks, I hope you guys at home are enjoying what is going on up here because I'm sitting over here just tapping my feet and shaking my head and just loving it, man. So you told us a little story about your name, but I would feel remiss if I didn't have you go ahead and introduce everybody to who I'm speaking with here.
Mark Cantwil, and yeah.
Mr. Cantwil, you hail from a little bit up north these days?
Yes, sir. From a little town called Fort Romeo, Ohio.
Right on.
I was raised there, moved away about 10, 12 years, moved back probably about 15 years ago, and been playing the Dayton, Lima, Columbus, kind of the regional area since then, yeah.
So I know of 3 manifestations of your music. I know of Mark Cantwil.
Yeah.
I know of Mark Cantwil and the Back 40. By the way, had you not given the whole backstory to the Pride in This Name, I was going to come up here and just blow your mind with the fact that it's a title track from Mark Cantwil and the Back 40, right? Blah, blah, blah.
Ruined it for you.
You ruined it for me. I stole my thunder. But then I also know Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes. Are there any other ones out there?
That's pretty much it. I mean, when I started, I've been recording music with different projects and bands since probably 99. I've been playing working musician since 90. But in 2010, I finally decided it was time to just go out and start, recording, tunes that I've been writing. And I had a big stack of tunes sitting around, and I knew it was time to finally go in. And I really didn't have a band at the time. And I really didn't want to bill it as Mark Cantwil, but I didn't have a band. I didn't want to get in that situation where, I release the album, the first album, and then the band breaks up, and that's, Mark Cantwil and the microphones. The next year we got, all a different name for each album. So I figured let's keep mine owner. That way, if it's, 10 years down the road, each album I can still bill it, and kind of mark it that way.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, dude, you guys sound amazing. I'm going to step back here to this, the multi-instrumentalist in the corner of the stage here. Who am I speaking with here?
Hey, I'm Neil Anderson. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're the first person in 16 bands of interviews who's asked me how I was doing. So thank you so much for that. I really feel pretty special. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So you're over here pulling double duty on the same set, keys and acoustic guitar?
Yeah, I'm just kind of a fill-in for Mark. I think these are fantastic songs. I love them all. And Mark asked me to jump in with this, and I said, absolutely, proud to do it.
Well, you are the second band, I think I mentioned earlier. I think only the second band. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I believe you're the only second band that we've had here that has keys in it. And I'm going to tell you, between keys and harmonica, they are missing. Well, all right, we got 2 sets of keys on stage. What can I say? Between keys and harmonica, that's what's missing in music. Thank you so much. You do an amazing job over here. You're all self-deprecating before you got here and told me how bad you were going to be, but it sounds amazing. The Taylor sounds incredible as well. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I'm going to move back here to this gentleman behind this sparkly blue Mapex kit. Let's see. We're going to squeeze back here behind these amps. That's how we're going to get back here. I had a ladder back here to get this flyer up, and it was a big conglomeration of nonsense. Sir, who am I speaking with here?
I'm Steve Adkins.
Steve Atkins, man, you just sit back here and command this kit like, I don't know, like you've been doing it for a while at this point.
Yeah, over 30 years or better, so I'm bound to pick up something here and there.
Right on. So you're playing through an injury today, right? Sprained your ankle before the set?
Oh, that was a while back, but it's a lot better now. But,
well, all right. Well,
yeah.
You can still milk it. You can tell everybody you're playing with a sprained ankle and get the sympathy vote there.
Does that work?
I don't know. It's original music, too. You got to get whatever you can get out of it. You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to move over here to this gentleman with this Telecaster. Sir, if I wanted to hold a master class in what a Telecaster is supposed to sound like, you would be the person I would hire to host it. Who am I speaking with here?
My name's Brett Mullins.
How long have you been playing this thing?
Since about 9 o'clock.
Right on.
No, long time. Kid, 7, 8 years old, 10 years, something like that.
Dude, it shows. It's like an extension of your body or something. It is absolutely amazing watching what you're doing with it. You're playing a Squire here, just showing everybody out there that you don't have to have a $1,500 guitar around your neck to make it sound like you're playing a $4,000 guitar.
Well, I appreciate that because I sure as hell can't afford no $4,000 guitars.
Well, it's back to that original music thing again, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Well, hey, the only thing I'm doing at this point is screwing up the vibe. So I'm going to get the hell out of the way and let you guys rock us out for the rest of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be, This is your final chance. Stand up and give it up one more time for Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes.
Right on. Thanks, John. Big shout out to John and the crew for having us in, man. You guys are awesome. So what we got, boys? Let's do a little Blackjack. This is a tune I wrote probably about 6 years ago, and it was actually came about with a conversation from a musician in another local band, Lynn Sechrist from the Tidwell Johnsons. Her and I were having a conversation and about just being kind of being older, getting older as a musician and trying to balance, being a songwriter and musician and, raising a family and this and that. And somewhere along the line of that conversation, this song came out of there. So this one's called Blackjack.
I love you written on the mirror in lipstick red. She took my keys and my money and she never came back. I just smiled and made a drink, 'cause this was never meant to last. This was never meant to last. She said, fill up the tank and let's roll the dice. Baby, it's just you and me tonight, and there's nothing that can hold
Blackjack there. Right on. Nice job, fellas. What's next, Hoss? What we got there? Little Firefight. This is a relatively new tune. This is going to be on the new album, and I actually wrote this one I started about 10 years ago, and this is one that I shelved it because I wasn't quite sure, how, what I wanted to do with it. I basically wrote it about, we all had friends and loved ones that, been in the military, and they come back from war, and, and some of them can bounce back to civilian life pretty easy, and others have a real hard time. And we've all had friends and loved ones go through this, and I sometimes think that they train these guys and gals to be soldiers, but they don't necessarily train them to how to come back and cope with the everyday life. And this one's called Firefight. One character is a guy my father's childhood buddy would come over when I was a kid, and his name was Kenny. And I remember I always loved when Kenny came around because he would bring candy, and he always called me Petey for some damn reason. I don't know why, but that's all right. But I always remembered he, as much as I loved seeing Kenny, I could always see this kind of like sadness in his eyes, and he just always had spooky eyes. And when I got older, my father, told me that he was in Vietnam, and Kenny ended up dying pretty young from drinking himself to death. And I always remembered that as a kid, and so I just wanted to write a song. For a while, I didn't know what to do with it because I didn't serve, and I would never write a song, put myself in first person. But this song is definitely third person, and us seeing these veterans going through a situation. So I thought it was time to put it out there. So this is going to be on the new album. This one's called Firefight.
Boys been back for a year, own homeland. He served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. He got a medical discharge. Now he walks with a limp. The pills help him sleep. The booze helps him forget. She made it back home alive, but he's still fighting to survive. He's in a firefight every time he closes his eyes. He wants a good kid in school, red blooded pride, the kind of make good soldiers, the kind of Uncle Sam likes. They put a rifle in his hand, trapped him on the front line, said Godspeed song, simplify. She made him back home alive, but he's still fighting to survive. He's in a firefight every time he closes his eyes. You can see the madness deep in his eyes. It took his job, really weighed his wife. Now he's a time bomb ticking, ready to blow. on, or down in a hole. She may be back in the lab, but still fighting to survive. He's in a Firefight every time he closes his eyes. All the metals in the hinges on top, the wall inside. He's in a Firefight every time he closes his eyes. Oh yeah, yeah, he's in a Firefight every time he closes his eyes. You know he made it home, thank God he made it home alive. All the things you fall the surface, they don't end up holding inside. He's in a Firefight every time he closes his eyes. His eyes. His eyes. A little Firefight there. Cheers, everybody. So what we got next? I think we want to do, we're going to go back to the second album. We're going to go back to the Digging on You album, do a little Sammy Boy. This is one of my favorites on the on that record. What do you think, Haas? It's a good one. It's a good one. So, as John mentioned before, this is Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes. I think the first, the incarnation of this band was back in 2011, and this is probably the third lineup, maybe 3.5, somewhere in there. Haas and I've been playing together since 2017, and I think you were part of the second lineup, maybe, somewhere in there. 2017. Oh, sorry, 2013. Yeah. Yeah. So this is, and Haas played on my second album, and Haas is all over the new album, and I think Neil and Steve are kind of new to the group, but I've actually been playing with Neil off and on for 25 years now, and Steve, we've been playing, about 2 years now? Something like that. And these great guys, great musicians, better humans, so I'm very fortunate to have these guys standing up here with me. All right, shall we do some Sammy Boy? Sammy Boy plays guitar down on Main Street, and the little blues bar I've gone to when I was a kid. I saw Sammy the other day. It's been 15 years since I've been to Will's place. We sat around laughing, talking about the good old days. You said, my friend, I'm tired of this scene, but I'm too old to change and too young for the cream. You said, I'm really sad to become the years of bitterness turn my heart to stone. But still, I keep living, fighting every day. The same old story, just a different day. The faces may change, but the people still the same. But still, I keep living, fighting every day. I sin every day. I sin every day. Thursday night, Sammy had down a chance. Who waitress named Susie with a title west. I worked hard on that girl, where every count was a smile. I asked Sammy if he seemed to
Mr. Brett the Hoss on the guitar there. You know what? I'm not even going to lie. You know, we're all influenced by different artists. And when I wrote this one, I was definitely going for that early 70s New Jersey, you know, Stone Pony feel. So if, you know, some people always bring up, you know, the early Bruce sound, and I was kind of paying, you know, little tip of the hat, you know, kind of paying homage to one of my favorite songwriters and to that era. So that's a fun one, man. Good deal. So I think we got a few more tunes for you. If you guys good? You guys, Gary, Phil, Seth, you still good back there? Once again, a big shout out to these guys. They're awesome. They have a great setup and do a great job. Gary, you doing good back here, buddy? Awesome.
Ready? Go!
Ready? Okay.
I forgot the rest of... wait, we'll do it next time.
So I think we got two more tunes for you guys. We're going to do one, this is another one off of the second album. This one's called Tonight. And this is the only tune I have so far that's on Touch Tunes, so I thought obliged that we, you know, do it for the show tonight. But yeah, this is one, Brett plays guitar on this track and just tears it up. And, you know, I remember when we recorded it, I liked the tune, but I really didn't think, you know, we all have kind of like, you know, album fillers. And once we released this album, this is one, like, you know, you send it out and get random reviews. They would always pick this song for some reason. So when the opportunity came to, you know, put a tune on Touch Tunes, this album was new. Dig It On You was a new album. And I went with that tune because it just seemed like it was getting, you know, we had the album out for a year at that point, and it was getting some traction. So I'm like, hell, let's go with that. So, and that's the rest of the story, as they say, you know. Ready, boys?
Talking about him. Well, it's been some time since she caught his eye. We was waiting there. Oh, she's still waiting for him. Going to 7 years, going to season on the bench. Someone's gotta give. Oh, she's going out tonight. Oh, she's going out tonight. Doesn't care if it's wrong. She doesn't care if it's right. Don't leave the light on. She's going out tonight. She's going out tonight. Ah, she's going out tonight. Gonna drink a little whiskey, it'll start a fight. Gonna shake it down to some rock and roll. Tonight she won't be lonely. She won't be alone. Oh, she's going out tonight. Oh, she's going out. She's going out tonight. Oh, she's going out. She's going out tonight. Oh, she's going out tonight.
Little tonight action there. So we got one more song here for you. We've had a blast. I hope you guys having a good time out there in the interweb world. So once again, cheers everybody. We are Mark Cantwil, the Punch Drunk Heroes, and I think we're going to do a little another small town song. This is a tune off of my first album, and this is another one where I really didn't think. I thought this was just going to be kind of an album filler, and I think this is the most requested one I usually get, off the record when we're playing live. So, and this is I wrote this song about the little town I grew up in, about half an hour north here, and one day I was on Facebook, and a friend of mine posted this picture of four of us, probably about 17, and we're in the back seat, and we're all holding a beverage that we shouldn't be holding, and it was a Busch Light, and my one buddy had a straw in there. Well, he had a straw in his Busch Light, I'm not quite sure, but you know how it goes, man. Once I looked at that picture, just a million memories came flooding back, and I think I wrote this song in about 15 minutes. So this one's called Another Small Town Song. Oh, and I named it that. I titled it that because, everybody in the Americana scene has a small town song, a song about the small town. So I thought I would beat people to the punch and just title it Another Small Town Song.
Clock is found in town. Turn off the BP sound. Close the door to the phone. Change the sound to close and lock the door. Heaven's waiting in a storm, but this blasting town fit his own American girl. Restless chaos spent for the night. All the men for the night. 17, pissed at the world. We don't know why, but it's worth fighting for. So now it's just a loud time away, but tonight, it's everything. Girls were waiting in Mary's house. They were never out feeling good, no doubt. Careless men and a broken heart. By the side of waiting since she's had on and on. Can't hang out the mill no more. The cops ran us off a wine night show. We'll just cruise the outskirts of town till we run out of beer, all the gas runs out. 17, pissed at the world, we don't know why, but this world back home. Till I was just a lifetime away, but tonight it's everything. It's another small town song about love ever going on. Friday night, it's heading to town. Squishy beers sneaking up to ours and check out the local events. Tired of buzz and take a chance with a pretty girl just to get shot down. It's just another night in a small town. They'll make promises they can't keep. Time will pass and they'll find that there's some speed. But they'll find one day with a smile they will say those days were everything. Oh, it's another small town song about love ever going on a Friday night, heading to town. Supposed to be sneaking to ours and check out the local bands. Tired of bars and take a chance with a pretty girl just to get shot down. It's just another night in a small town. Just another night. Just another night. Oh, just another night. Thanks a lot, guys. One more killing Punch Drunk Heroes. Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be, give it up one final time for Mark Cantwil and the Punch Drunk Heroes. Folks, thank you so much for playing. This was just an absolute blast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did because I was having a blast. I hope all of you guys enjoyed it as well. We will be back 8 o'clock, March 6th. For the Tyler Cochran Trio, and I have a director over here really trying to make the point that I gotta bring up the shirts shirts. You can go to teespring.com. You can buy this shirt. It's a fancy shirt. If you go buy it, though, you're going to see where there's like a Trojan City head behind there. And as you can see, it doesn't really come out on the shirt. Honestly, I kind of like this anyhow, regardless. I might fix it, but whatever. You've been warned. We've got another shirt, too, that features our fancy Trojan City Limits sign. Population, 8,675,309. And if you don't get that number, I don't know what to tell you. Again, we'll be back 8 o'clock, March 6th, with the Tyler Cochran Trio. Until then, be good, be kind, be safe, be all those things. We'll see you then.